Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here for another episode of Plug into Devon. We've got with us today Elizabeth Hill. She is the chairman of the Democratic Women of Utah County. She is a paralegal professionally. She's an activist and a volunteer, and I am thrilled to introduce her to you. Elizabeth, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
We're thrilled to have you and looking forward to learning more about Democratic Women of Utah. So tell us about the group.
The group has been around for a long time. It started in the early 80s, and they are a group that embraces the diversity in Utah County, and we have several male members there, so we encourage men to attend our meetings as well. We try to provide an informed dinner with a speaker that is going to cover a topic that is important to the women of Utah County. We also do a lot of volunteer work in our local community, and we work really hard to make an impact on our local citizens and government.
That's great. Great organization. Let's just talk about a couple of things. When do you normally meet?
We meet the third Tuesday of every month, and we do post that information, who the speaker will be and the cost of the dinner. It's typically held at the Ridgestone Golf Course in Provo. It's a nice dinner, and we have a speaker, and it's a great opportunity to get together with some like-minded individuals in Utah County, where sometimes it doesn't always feel like there's as many like-minded individuals as we'd like.
Yeah. It can feel kind of lonely in Utah County. That's why it's such an important organization. Now, there must be some people in the community who are a little bit curious about whether or not they might be a Democrat. What would you say to a woman who's a little bit curious about figuring out if she might be a Democrat? How would you tell her she's supposed to stay away or come and join you?
No, I would absolutely encourage her to attend. I think that a lot of people are aligned more with Democratic values than they would like to admit in this area. And we do have a growing population of Democrats, certainly in Utah County. There's definitely little pockets of people there. And I think that once they explored the issues and got some of the national politicians out of it, they would find that they're a little more aligned with what the local Democrats are trying to accomplish. And they care about the same things that they care about, and it's certainly the Democratic women, I think, care more about the local impacts of events and climate change and healthcare. And perhaps that is simply because they're women.
Yeah. Well, Elizabeth, how do people join, or do they need to join the organization, or do they just attend?
You can just attend. So if there was a speaker in particular, in February, we had this fantastic presentation on climate change by Dr. Barry Bickmore. He's a geologist with BYU, and he's actually a Republican, and came, and he was very nervous about it, but I think he was able to engage everyone on the scientific aspect of it, as clean air in Utah County is a growing problem, and engage, with the speakers. We definitely have a good question and answer period, and he was able to clear up a lot of things. And coming from the GOP background that he did, we were very impressed that he was willing to come to maybe not the most friendly audience, but he took it all with a good laugh and was an engaging speaker. So if you wanted to come to just a standalone meeting, you could come and just purchase the dinner. There's no profit involved for us. It's just the cost of the event. But if you do want to join, the annual membership is $20. And all of the proceeds from our annual membership go directly into a scholarship fund for a non-traditional student to return to school at UVU.
Oh, wow.
And we offer a yearly scholarship for that.
That's fantastic. Now, as an organization, you do some volunteer work. Tell us a little bit about the volunteering that you do.
One of the groups that we do support is Project Read, and every month at these dinners, we do a drawing for an item that has been donated by one of the board members. Usually they're big gift baskets, and all the proceeds for that go to Project Read. We do several service projects throughout the year. We have worked with the Community Action Center. We've previously worked with Habitat for Humanity, also with the Children's Justice Center. We have several board members that are involved with the Children's Justice Center. So we do try to get out there in our communities and give as much as we can when we can.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, Elizabeth, I really appreciate you sharing today about the Democratic Women of Utah County. Before you go, I want to ask one last question, Elizabeth. What is your superpower?
My superpower is volunteering, I think. And I think it's very, very important. Utah does have one of the highest percentages of people who do commit to volunteering. And you can volunteer with hard work, or you can volunteer for fun. I volunteer for FanX, and that is a blast. But I'm also someone who regularly volunteers, and I understand the value of that. And I think that people who do volunteer are really the superheroes in our community.
Oh, that's fantastic. I really appreciate you taking the time, Elizabeth, to be with us. You have a superpower. I congratulate you for that. And before you go, would you tell people where on the web they can find Democratic Women of Utah County and where they can find you if you want to share?
Sure. The best place to find us right now is on Facebook. And if you just type in Democratic Women of Utah County, you'll go to our group. We do try to keep people abreast of local information on there, as well as highlighting who our next speaker will be. We have an email address, which is Democratic Women of UT. It's Democratic Women UT County at gmail.com. And if somebody wanted to contact me directly, you could do it through my work email, elizabeth@loves.biz.
Fantastic. Well, Elizabeth, thank you very, very much for taking the time to be with us. And we wish you every success in your efforts to make Utah County a better community.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's do some good.
Yes.
I'm Devin Thorpe. For the last 8 years, I've been working full-time to eradicate extreme poverty, improve global health, and fight climate change. I've concluded that the best way for me to continue my work is to run for Congress to represent the people of Utah's 3rd District. In Utah, we have common shared values. Those things unite us. I believe passionately in our ability to come together, and I believe that working together, we can solve Utah's problems. I'm Devin Thorpe. I'm a Democrat. I'm running to represent the people of Utah's 3rd District.
I'm Devin Thorpe, a candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.